So it finally happened. The big one, the tsunami hit, the supervolcano erupted, the comet made contact with the Earth. There was a coronal mass ejection, nuclear war, an electromagnetic pulse. The stock market crashed. An independent was finally elected as president. A pandemic broke out, a real one this time. I don't know what the catastrophe was, but it finally happened. And you, well, you weren't prepared. And now you're wandering around through the wasteland looking for bits and pieces, scraps of food, that handful of dry beans at the bottom of somebody's pantry, that wrinkled old potato kicked up underneath the bin at the supermarket where everything else has already been picked over, and you're looking at this tiny little scrap and wondering, should I eat this right here on the spot? Or can I plant that? Well, hello there, good people. Hi, it's Jason with Green Country Agroforestry, coming to you from the front porch on this day when we don't really know whether it's going to rain or sunshine. So we're just prepared to do one or the other, or both at the same time. Today I've got a special treat for you. We're going to be planting some peanuts. Now, you know the drill, right? This is, can I plant that? So here's our scenario. Our scenario for today is, we were making our way through a small town looking for prospects, and we came across an old hardware store. Now, most of the tools were gone. All the ammo, the ammo is gone. The gun case has been smashed open. People have taken off with that. There wasn't much left there, but for some reason that we don't quite comprehend, they left the bird seed alone. And by bird seed, I mean, well, the bird seed. We've got peanuts in shell, bird seed. We've got, in the mixes, black oil sunflowers, which are still sunflowers and they're still good to eat. There's some milo in there, a few other odds and ends. And all of that stuff can be planted. So we're going to get some peanuts in the ground out of bird seed. All right. Now, as you know, whenever we're doing Can I Plant That, I like to go back and visit previous things that we've done before to show you our progress. And I'm going to bring the camera down to look at this right in front of me. Well, if you recall from a few weeks back, we planted some turmeric root in this peat moss inside of a 10-20 tray, kept the moss nice and moist. I stuck a few other things in here. There's a little sprig of peppermint, and that's a bit of a yarrow plant that got in there. But we've been at it for a while, and now it's time to check on our progress. And here we go. I already pulled this out, so it's not like I'm breaking ground for the first time. Let's shake that off a bit. There we go. I'm going to get this one over here too. Very carefully. I want to damage the roots that's got. Those shaken off a bit. I think this one's ready to come out. My apologies, little peppermint plant. Well, it's hanging on. Barely. So here we have three pretty good examples of what I'm trying to talk about. Did this with ginger last year, but let me bring this up close to the camera so you can see what's going on. See the entire thing. Here is a turmeric root right there, and growing off the side of it is this small plant. Now, what I'm going to do here is very carefully, very gingerly, take a hold of the plant close to where it is on the root. Stir, see it on the root? No, it's not a better angle. Is that a better angle? There we go. Here we go. Right here where it is on the root. And I'm going to very gently, very, very gently twist it off, just like that. Now I've got a plant with its own root system. I'm going to put the turmeric root back into the tray, so it can produce more plants like this. Okay, same thing going on here with this one. All right, take the plant, the roots, hold the roots and the plant together, hold the roots separately, the ginger, why do I keep on calling it ginger? The turmeric root here, and we're very gently going to pop the plant off. Now the plant is here, it's got its own root system, right? We're going to plant this, we're going to put this, and I lost a little bit of roots there. We're going to put this back into the 1020 tray, cover it back up, keep it moist. It's going to produce, see, it's already starting to produce another plant right there. Okay, here we are. We're on the south side of the house, south side of the driveway. I've got a little weed activity going on here I need to take care of, but it's neither here nor there. Most of this stuff is trees, like this one. It's a little baby elm tree. All right, fresh plant, mulch. And we got a fairly large space here. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put down 3, I think, because that sounds good. Pull this mulch back out of the way. Of course, there was cardboard down there at one time. Cardboard's already gone. The earthworms have made short work of it. So we're just going to dig down in here a little bit. Alright, make sure that we have soil that we're going to plant into and not into mulch. That's the main rule. Plant into your soil, don't plant into mulch. Mulch around to protect your plant. Plant into the soil. Of course, there's the roots. Very nice. Just going to lower that down in here and let it get to work. We're going to take a little bit of compost. Get our mulch back in. And now we got a turmeric plant growing there. Now if you're living, I want to say around zone 10, zone 11 or so, you can leave these in the ground. They'll grow as a perennial. But for folks that live in cooler climates like us here, zone 7A, you'll want to pull those up by the end of the year. That's unfortunate too, because they do produce flowers, but they're kind of like ginger in that way. You probably won't see flowers until about year 2. But today we are planting these peanuts. I'm going to go ahead and drop them down here and show you the spot where we're going to put them. Sancho pepper trees right there. Of course, this is supposed to be our outdoor patio when I finally get it leveled and get the arbor built over it and get the weeds out from in between the pavers. Yeah, I got work to do. Okay, get rid of this Bermuda grass that's trying to take over the world. Pull these guys up. Get these guys out of the way real quick. Alright. So, space 4 foot wide. It's filled with grass. It's a mess. But that's okay. We can turn this into a productive garden area very, very quickly. I'll show you how. Alright, so what do we got in here? We got some geraniums. I see some chickweed. I see about 4 different types of different grasses, including the dreaded Bermuda grass. But that's not a problem. Oh, mare's tail growing up there. Not a problem at all. Not a problem. Because we can just knock this down real quick, mulch over it, and turn that all into fertilizer. Alright, 3 now we're going to leave everything that we just cut laying right there where it is. We're going to leave the roots right where they are, the grass right where it is, everything right where it is, and cover it up with this stuff right here. This is a 36-inch wide roll of paper, suitable for crafting purposes, 900 feet long, which goes over a lot better than bits and pieces of newspaper, let me tell you. Alright, and it's of course recycled craft paper, so it's all recycled. This is the 40 weight. It's actually fairly lightweight stuff. It doesn't have to be really heavy duty. It's not going to last but a week or two anyway, because once the microbiology in the soil gets to cooking, this stuff will be gone. Alright, I'm just going to bring it up here, and we're going to overlap it just a little bit with our Sancho pepper tree right there. Alright. Hold it down with a rock for the moment, and watch how easy it is to lay this. You just roll it out. Roll it out. Just like that. Alright. Put the spar in. Put a weight down. Now I've got a sheet of paper down there as a weed barrier. Recycled cardboard, essentially. So, not wasting anything. Pretty cheap stuff too. It's like I think 60 bucks. 900 feet. Alrighty. And what do we add to it? But, well, it needs dirt is what it needs. And I happen to have some wheat right here. And a little leftover dirt from another project. Alright, we also have some old compost there. A little soil microbial life in it. But that's not all. We also have these two bad boys right here. Mushroom compost. Alright. So, got my trash bag around my foot. That's okay. This will make a good bag to put that trash bag in. So here we go. There we go. Nice, black, high organic matter mushroom compost. There we go. Have some more. Alright. Okay, so that mushroom compost has been sitting around for a few months. No problem. Doesn't have to be incredibly thick. Just some down here. Alright. Mushroom compost has been sitting around for a couple of months, so it's fairly well decomposed. Make sure that we got a couple inches of the good stuff spread around. There we go. Okay. This is actually it's the edge of the bed that tree's in, so I need to put more soil in there. I'm just trying to bring it up to the level. Trying to bring it up to the level of everything else around it. Alright. Really don't need it here at the edge because those blocks are going. Okay. Now we're just going to spread that around a little bit. There we go. Now I've got a layer of soil that I can start planting in. Get the opportunity to level the ground out a little bit there. Okay, so I got a layer of soil I can start planting in. We're going to go ahead and put the edger blocks back in place. That'll take me a minute and then we'll get down to business. Well, right now. So we got a couple of inches of soil there, just fine enough to get our seeds started in. The paper is going to decompose by the time these things really start putting down roots anyway, so the paper is not a concern, really, it's not. We've got our peanuts handy. We're just going to go ahead and take a few and open them up. Well, those nuts look like they'll work. Drop the shell over there. Get some mulch. See what those nuts look like. Here you go. One more time. I think those will do the trick. I'm going to plant them in sets of 3, and I think I have enough room for, I think, 6 plants here. I mean, if I give them plenty of space, I might actually be able to. I don't know. Let's experiment. We'll stagger them and see what happens. All right, so let's get them covered up with soil. Poke a hole, cover them up with soil. Poke another hole, put another nut. Oh, see, those are no good. Well, that one's no good. It's split. The other one, though, that should grow, and oh, it's a nut. I can eat it. Now, right after planting these, critical times, I'm using the shells just to mark where I put the nuts. Alright, so it's going to grow out to be about that big. Alright, right after you plant these, critical time. And the reason it's critical time is because you've got critters that are watching you and they know you planted something. And they know it's good. Squirrels love to dig up peanuts. So keep your eyes open for squirrels. And if you cannot persuade them to leave your peanuts alone, then perhaps you can introduce them to your stew pot. First time I ever planted peanuts, I got a bag of them from my uncle's produce shop. His uncle took over the farm. His great uncle actually took over the farm when my granddad retired. So I was at my great uncle's produce shop. I picked up a pound of nuts, raw nuts in the shell, just like that. Got them home, started shelling them out to plant them. Ate most of them. Had to go back and get another bag. He just laughed and handed me the bag. Let me try that again. He just laughed and handed the bag to me. Said, here you go. Kind of expected that to happen the first time around. Just don't eat them all this time. Alrighty. Now I sneak up on you with a wheelbarrow. The wheelbarrow is full of mulch. I'm bringing it up here. Don't need the fork. And anywhere we do not have peanut shells down, just going to lay in the mulch.
All by yourself?
Well, alright there, good people. So there it is. In a short amount of time, we were able to take this 4-foot wide, 6-foot long space, transform it from a really cruddy lawn into a nice garden bed. And we've got our nitrogen, first crop going into it, which is a nitrogen fixer, peanuts. I like to do, anytime I open up a new bed, I like to start it with some sort of legume, just so I can get some extra nitrogen into the soil. And, well, we'll follow this along and see how it does over the next couple of weeks or so. But that's all I got for you today, good people. As always, if you found the video informative or entertaining, you know what to do. I will catch you